Thanks for tuning into Stocks to Watch. The stocks that we've chosen today are ones that have come out with either some results yesterday or some updates post-market hours, and of course an IPO that is opening today. Mind you, with Happiest Minds doing what it is doing, all eyes are now on Route Mobile and what's the kind of business. So Rusmik Oza joins in to talk about all of these. Remember, I would have asked Rusmik about Airtel. Maybe I still will. But we spoke to Rusmik about Airtel just last week, so you can probably hear it there. But Rusmik, thanks so much for joining in. Let's start with the first one. CESC, the numbers came out yesterday in markets. Okay, without me qualifying, what did you make of the numbers? What does it mean for the company?
Hi, good morning, Niraj. Numbers were quite good enough, considering the fact that there was a COVID impact. Unit volumes were low, and Kolkata also had that Amphan cyclone impact. Considering that, I think numbers have been good. Key things to look out for in the company is their losses in the distribution business is going down. The standalone business got impacted, but the other two power projects they have, one is in Dhariwal. From loss, it is getting converted into profit, and also their Haldia project is also plant is also doing pretty well. So going forward, the way we are looking at it is post the pandemic now, as the power situation has improved, and power is one of the few sectors which has gone back to its pre-COVID levels in terms of business and volumes. So we're expecting a 10% growth in earnings this year for CESC and a 15% growth next year. Company has been generating, will continue to generate a lot of free cash flows going forward. And if you're looking at valuation, it trades very cheap. The stock is available at just 5 times FY22 earnings, that's P multiple. And on price to book value, it's trading at just 0.75 times on FY22 book value. So our target price in CAC is gone up slightly to 820 rupees, which offers a very decent upside from current levels. And most of the businesses are valued on DCF to equity, and cash is taken as it is. So it's a good utility annuity kind of a business which should do well going forward also.
Okay, so I'm guessing you believe you are positive on Calcutta Electric or CESC. By the way, viewers, remember Spencer's, considering the nature of the lockdown, didn't come out with too bad numbers as well. So maybe that group is doing something all right. Okay, Rusmik, the other one is JSPL, and they gave out, the annual report details came out, and therefore some excerpts that we drew out of it. I don't know what was your thought, but they expect some 15% volume growth for standalone business. They expect strong demand for long products, arguably due to government expenditure and lockdowns opening up. What's your thought on JSPL?
Neeraj, we're extremely positive on the metal sector and particularly in steel sector, and our highest conviction pick in the sector has been and still is GSPL only. Reasons are multifold. A is September again we have seen domestic steel prices going up by around 1,500 rupees per ton, which is like 5% YOY increase. And between June and now, if you see, domestic steel prices have gone up almost 15% to roughly around 5,500 rupees per ton. In the first quarter, when you had a serious degrowth in volumes in the domestic side, most of the players shifted to exports. Now they're slowly drifting back from exports to domestic market because the conditions are improving over here. And JSPL in particular has the benefit of extremely low cost iron ore inputs, because they had that Sri Kalasti, one company where they had the iron ore actually parked over there, which they're getting it. So in terms of EBITDA per ton, JSPL has been doing the highest EBITDA per ton at around more than 10,000 rupees as compared to the peers. And the volume growth, you're right, as mentioned, that we are also looking at around 7.3 million tons this year and 7.5 million tons next year, which should be like translating into around 14-15% growth this year. And free cash flows could be very healthy. Stock is trading at just around 5 times on EV to EBITDA basis on FY22 estimates. We have a target of around 280 rupees over there. Slightly, we have improved the target price from 280. So overall, I think so. We are quite positive on GSPL from the medium term to the long term. Both look quite interesting to us.
Okay, so that's the view on JSPL. Keep in mind the words, viewers. Very bullish on steel, very bullish on metals, particularly bullish on steel, and JSPL is the highest conviction bet for Kotak. Rusmik Oza is very confident about this. Okay, Rusmik, with the retail subscription a surge that we've seen in Happiest Minds, that seems to be set for a good subscription number. Should people subscribe to Route Mobile? Now, my question is not to you whether people should do that or no, but can I request you to just tell us a bit about what the business is? We'll let people choose, make the decision themselves. What is Route Mobile all about?
Yeah, so Route Mobile actually, derives business from three segments. One is cloud computing areas. Second is the mobile network operators, and third is the BPO kind of services. So, in a different way, if you want to look at the three verticals they cater to, is enterprises, that is business to business customers in all the segments. Second is their mobile network operators. That's the main cream from where they get the business. And third is the BPO kind of businesses. Now, in the last couple of years, since the company started in 2004, they've added a lot of clients. So till date, they had some more than 30,000 clients. They work with some 280 mobile network operators worldwide. They have some 18 locations from where they cater to all these clients. And in terms of uh, both front end and back end, they provide both the services to all their customers. So it's actually a company which provides a lot of value added services to clients in cloud computing, OTT players, plus mobile network operators. They have a smart analytical value addition they do on the SMS kind of system, for all the mobile operators. Where, for example, you have this OTP coming in by email, SMS, and stuff like that. The business has been growing quite rapidly. In the last 3 years, the revenue has grown at a CAGR of around 36-37%. And size of revenue has also moved closer to 1,000 crore. Last year, they did around 956 crore revenue and some 69 crores of profit. So overall, the main business, just to summarize, it relates to cloud computing, OTT players, mobile network operators. All these businesses are doing well as of now.
Okay, so you think that the business is doing okay for in the recent past, and currently the business is looking okay.
Yeah, that's right. The business is doing fine. I think so. Yeah, but since Kotak we are sub syndicate members, so I cannot actually comment on the recommendation of the stock.
No, which is completely fine and fair, Rusmik. So thank you, and I presume that's the limitation, or that's the issue that we have with Happiest Minds as well when it comes to Kotak. But I think that issue too has done reasonably okay. Nevertheless, so Rusmik, this was informative. Can I quickly ask you, Rusmik, 30 seconds on Bharti Airtel? I know we spoke about it last week, but because the stock is now sliced to the 200-day moving average, is now sub 500 for the first time in many times, and a lot of people would be nervous holders. What's your advice?
I think it doesn't make sense to get nervous. Bharti still remains, the highest conviction stock in the large cap space for us, plus in the telecom also. It's only a matter of, I think so, maybe there was some kind of run up earlier, and it's fallen. But I think so the stock should consolidate around this 500 mark. We're extremely bullish and suggesting clients to buy the stock at current market price at declines, because this is one stock where on the end of FY22, we have a target price of 1,000 plus. So this is one stock which can probably double in the next 2 years. That's the way we're looking at the company.
Got it. Rusmik, thanks so much. Reiteration of a view that he gave last week, but important today simply because of the way the stock has behaved. Rusmik, thanks so much for joining in today and giving us your thoughts.
Thanks, Niraj.
That's Rusmik Oza from Kotak with his views. Thanks so much for tuning into the Stocks Towards segment, viewers.